In the midst of this current console war between the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, there's another fight that it seems that we've all forgot about, or is it that we've not forgot about it? We just don't care about it. And that battle is between Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts. The most two-bought games in the first-person shooter franchise. Both of these games, I think, are going to be really, really good. Battlefield 4 is going to much more of a team aspect, with Call of Duty Ghosts we haven't seen any multiplayer yet. So these numbers I'm about to tell you could change, or where they're sitting at on the pre-order charts, they could change after we see some Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer gameplay. I do believe it's going to be a really good game with, you know, the dynamic maps and the kill shoot. I think new graphics, a new Call of Duty engine. It's just so much I think they're going to be able to do with the game. And also Battlefield 4, the maps are like huge. It's like it's gonna be actually on a real life battlefield. That seems the way that that Battlefield 4 is going with the game. If that's the case, I can't wait to see what it's really gonna look like. I mean, it's almost like they're trying to put Armor 3 on consoles. I know it's quite not that big of a map, but the multiplayer gameplay that I have seen of Battlefield 4 is really, really quite huge, big, gigantic, whatever you want to call it. It was really big. So just like, it's not quite Armor 3 on consoles, but it seems like they're really trying to get the how did my teammate that guy kill both of us. But it seems like that's what they're trying to go. They're trying to get, and I get killed by another shotgun. No. But it does seem like that's where that Battlefield and EA is trying to go, and DICE. It seems like that's where they're trying to go. Like a real life fight. You have like a team, what it was, 32 against 32. That's pretty huge. If the consoles now can do 32 against 32, that tells you how much power the PS4 and the Xbox One is gonna have. If they can actually control 64 people. 64 players in one game at a time, and they had to tell you that there's no way that is going to be peer-to-peer service. That has to be dedicated service. And if COD Ghost doesn't go dedicated service, and Battlefield 4 does go to Battlefield 3 is already on dedicated service, but if that game is on dedicated service also, I can see a lot of people turning away from COD Ghost and going the Battlefield route instead. And I wouldn't blame them. Nobody wants to play. Lag is a thing of the future. Everybody's tired of lag. That's why I think both of these games, shooters period, I've seen a lot less excitement than we've seen for Battlefield 3, MW3, and Black Ops 2. You're not seeing as much excitement from these games that you've seen from the last time they came out. I mean, I was watching the Chris Smooth video the other day, his latest Black Ops 2 video, and he said there was only about 90,000 players playing online, and he plays on Xbox. 90,000 people, that's not a lot at all. I mean, usually when you get in this game, you see about 300 to 400,000 people playing at all times. Maybe if you're playing about 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe there's in between 200 to 300,000. But usually there's in between, 400,000 to 600,000 people playing at any given time. And that was always the case with MW3. Even around this time, yeah, I picked up your gun and killed you with it. Even around this time, even in July, the game didn't start to get boring or old until we start seeing a lot of gameplay from Black Ops 2. I mean, people are still playing MW3 now. So there's a lot of people still playing the game, but 90,000, That's quite low. Or are we seeing the end of the first person shooter era? Or shooter era period. Let's just say first person shooter era. Cause that game Division. As I get killed by another shotgun noob. As I get killed by another shotgun noob. But that game Division seems like it's gonna change the way that developers think about games. It's gonna change the way that we as gamers play games. So is it the end of the first person shooter era? I don't know. I don't think so. But I think a lot of people are gonna play a lot more single player games if there's just too much lag. There's too much lag on these multiplayer shooters, and nobody wants to deal with lag anymore. That's my thing. Nobody wants to deal with lag. I don't want to deal with it. I don't think you want to deal with it. So if I pop Call of Duty Ghost in, I'm probably gonna get it on the Xbox 360 first, and then get it on the PS4 later after it comes out. But if I pop Call of Duty Ghost in, and the first time I get shot around the corner, that's it. Unless on the Xbox 360 it doesn't have dedicated servers, but then on the PlayStation 4 every multiplayer game has dedicated servers. That'll be the only way, but I doubt it if I'll play the game. I doubt if I'll play Call of Duty Ghosts like I played Black Ops 2. If there's just a bunch of lag conversation in the game, it's just not gonna happen. Oh, get your aim up, get your game up, Darius P. Get your skills up and get your kills up. But yeah, but I don't think it's the end of the first person shooter era just yet. Because Battlefield 4 is currently, as I'm making this video, Battlefield 4 is leading sales on both systems. It's number one on both systems. It's number one on the shotgun noob. It's number one on the PS4, and it's number one on the Xbox One. Battlefield 4 is outselling everything. And the reason I do think it is because of the huge maps in 32 against 32. How fun is that gonna be? The snipers are gonna have a field day in that game. The snipers gonna have a field day. Oh, look at this noob. Look at this riot shield noob. Yeah, I believe the snipers gonna on top of those buildings. Oh, spin move. Another one coming. Yeah, but on top of those buildings, I mean, the maps are huge. You're going to have a lot of sniping campers. So it's going to be a lot more strategies. I believe, like I just said, it's going to be more like real life. And you're going to have to think. You just can't run and gun like you do in Call of Duty. You're actually going to have to make decisions based on what's happening in the game. You know what I'm talking about. I can't explain it all the way, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't wait to play it. I'm probably going to play it on Xbox 360 first and then play it on PS4. After the new consoles come, the guy ran right past me. How did he not see me? Another guy just ran right past me, but how did I not kill him that time? Yeah, so Battlefield 4 is right now it's outselling everything. We'll see. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh no, jump, shot, gun, hit, shot. Should have killed that guy one hit, but who cares? Yeah, but I'm probably gonna. When the new consoles come out, I don't think I'm gonna be playing as many. Don't kill my teammate, homeboy. When the new consoles come out, I don't think I'm gonna be playing that many first-person shooter, multiplayer games as much as I did on the Xbox 360 is because the single-player games and the graphics that they're coming out with just gonna be. They're not as, they don't look as boring or as repetitive as the single player games that came out with this generation. Okay, you did have The Last of Us, and you had Tomb Raider. I didn't play the Uncharted series that much. I didn't play the Uncharted series at all, but single player games on next gen consoles, I think are going to be the end of first-person shooters, or the online multiplayer massive open world games like the Division. I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know at all. Alright.